Trying to make a mess, just let me know how I get right. So nice. Drink your voice inside. Till that's the today, like when I say today, unbeknownst to you, you just might be having an extra great day. I know I'll be having an extra great day, but like honestly, I don't know. When I know there's a more religious context to the obvious holiday that was last week, Good Friday. But when I saw Good Friday appear, like it was getting near, I wasn't thinking about the Bible. I was thinking about the actual phrase, like Good Friday. Now, I guess I'm just channeling, talking from God, the Holy Spirit, because let me say this first. When I saw, other way, when I saw Good Friday appear, come near, I wasn't thinking about, the resurrection and Jesus Christ and all stuff like that, because y'all know my life's opinion, Jesus is good for the moral of storytelling, but apart from that, yeah, I ain't trying to lead by his example. Not necessarily. Because we see where he ended up at, no disrespect. But that man funny. That man did what his daddy told him to do, died for this, and then said, I'm going on vacation. That's what that nigga said. Like, he said, do not disturb. Look it up in the Bible. I was surprised when I found it out too, but neither here there. When I see Good Friday come out, I was just thinking about the phrase when it was getting near. I was just like, what is it about this Good Friday that, like, maybe this upcoming Friday or a particular Friday is going to be like really good in particular. But I'm speaking in regards of not only good for you, but like you might hear something like through the grapevine from another person, whether it's online or by word of mouth, you might hear your eye had got dismantled. All right, like, and I'm not talking about like, oh my gosh, did you hear about such and such? That's crazy. I know I'm talking about, yo, did you hear about such and such? That op of yours? Yeah, they went down. They finito. No pun intended. They a goner. All right. You know, they swimming with the fishes. I'm telling you. Because when I seen Good Friday, I was like, oh my gosh, something good is about to come. But then I'm just like, as the days have been doing this thing, I'm just like, all right, something interesting is about to happen. This is like so impromptu because I didn't plan this, whatever this is. But hopefully it's good. Um, yeah, so like I was saying, the phrase Good Friday kept coming up. And then while I'm talking now, I started to think about what is that phrase, next Friday or something like that? It's not a phrase, it's an actual movie, or Friday after next. Don't get on me, I did not watch the movie for real. I know like certain scenes and stuff they have from the movie, but let's see, what's the infamous phrases from the movie that I know without watching the movie? They got the Bye Felicia one where, like it's like equivalent of please. Like, like that you might not even know. Like, I'll go with the guy. You might not even know. You got an op, you got a hater somewhere. And you might not even know this is an op of yours. You might know it's an op of yours. The thing is, right? This person could be going to another person whether they know you or not. And they're just like, oh yeah, that person this, that person that. Like, not big ups on you, like just being a hater, just talking mash. And everything they go into is like, please, like you ever seen that? Oh my gosh, this is so messed up. If you ever watched the TV show of Power, right? Um, I think I don't know why I didn't get to say his name. I think don't butcher it, but I think the actor's name is Omar Hardwick, if I'm not mistaken. He played the main character of the TV television show before they had many sequels and prequels of the show Power. Now we know if you go to the other channel messaging of the 2D regulation of Power, primarily speaking about the zodiac sign and embodiment of Aries, that it has something to do with that. But yeah, so like the word power and the hierarchy of it all. So now what was I saying? So like in the show, it's a lot that goes on, but he's married to his wife. He does nefarious business throughout the whole show while having a front as, a businessman, I should say, a professional businessman. So just to put context in, if you haven't watched the show, but the guy also, you know, had like a long term, like, I don't know if this is about your first love. I don't know if this is about like for what seems to be forbidden love, but it may be taboo to a lot of other folk or society's norms. But you might have you or somebody else might have a special relationship with somebody that's like words can't explain. This guy who was married had like this long time love. I guess they were I don't know the context 'cause I didn't watch it from the beginning. But I had this context love where like they somehow met back up, and when they met back up, they were doing two different things with their life. One person was kind of just, one person kind of was unjust in a sense. Neither here or there, but what I'm saying is there's this phrase he used because he was having an affair with the lady and not his wife, obviously. And the wife had found out. And when the wife had found out, I think this was around the time where the person he was having an affair with took a stance and was like, I don't really remember what exactly happened. I just know that the affair had been discontinued at the time. So the wife had found out some way, somehow, in the infamous line, because the wife's name was Tasha, whatever the case may be. And she was just like, yeah, you like accusing him of what he was doing outside their marriage, their marital vows and stuff. I don't know if it might have something to do with a Taurus more than a Libra or something. It's a married person, like some sort of commitment. This could do with the law officials. I don't know. Somebody didn't hold up their bargain to some sort of relationship or partnership or something like that, right? Somebody could have cheated, could be infidelity, but in that show, that man realized that like he had lost the love of his life, or that's what he felt like was going on. You might, either you or somebody else, take the message how it resonates. You might got somebody and they feels like they just like, I don't know if you're talking to multiple people. I don't know if you then gave an ultimatum or you threatened somebody, or they feel threatened like you're gonna go somewhere else outside of them, outside the relationship. Ooh, they is threatened. That woman, even if there was another person on the side, or even if there was other, I don't want to say competitors, because I don't like to view other people as competition when there is none. But honestly, I'm just saying, I mean, some people have the right to feel that way, and I'm one of the people. So, trying to get this girl. So, what was I saying? Focus on my curly curls. Now, so in the show, this guy, when he found out he was about to lose the love of his life, or it felt that way, he was like, the wife's name was Tasha. He was like, Tasha, please. Tasha, please. I don't know your man might have a little bit of sass. All right, that's not funny. That's not funny. But I'm just saying. Like, maybe your man could have the embodiment of maybe a water sign, or a more nurturing embodiment of the zodiac, embodiments and stuff like that. Because like when that guy in that show was like, Tasha, please, like it was like you could almost hear the sass, like Tasha. This might be, maybe if you have a friend of the LGBT community, no shade, you might have like a little bestie that's of the LGBT community, and I'm hearing, but I love him, Tasha, please. Oh my gosh, like I don't know, like it's something about somebody giving advice about a love situation. Like some people are called to actually give advice about love situations. Some people ain't. You just know who to talk to and who not to talk to about that type of stuff. I'm just saying. I know there's a lot of love readers on this platform. They all ain't doing it right. It's alright. It's alright. You go with what resonates with you, honestly. That Tasha please almost took me out. But I was talking about, it's just been an interesting week. And it's just started. Like soon, I don't know if this has to do with some Christians for real, for real. I'm not even trying to be funny. Because alright, hear me out. I was having all these dreams like previously for the last, well, not previously to the previous 2 weeks. The first set of dreams that I was like, viewing and seeing was in regards to the time frame of Eid, Ramadan. So, ooh, I'm just saying, don't shoot them out there, you know what I'm saying? So when that time frame was coming up, I was having dreams about that type of stuff, and it was mostly talking about I had one dream that was talking about Bad Girls Club and the actual Bad Girls Club and Tupac Shakur's mom. Like it was talking about, like, I guess the evolution of women. And listen, I didn't wake up and was like, I just want to be an activist or something like that. I ain't never say that. Like it just is what it is. I just like talking about the topics that come to mind. But I understand there's a message here somewhere for somebody. So there's something about women's rights, civil rights. There's a whole bunch of things in regards to that going on right now. And when it starts making sense, it's going to make sense. Maybe it's just something I need to say now because it's going to come into fruition sooner than later, whatever. So what happened? So yeah, so that was the first set of dreams I was having around. So something about the morals, ideas of Tupac Shakur and Bad Girls Club in regards to the Muslim community. There's some sort of correlation there. And then to be, I don't want to get into that because that's a whole nother topic. It's something else I'm working on right now. But after those set of dreams, that's when the next holiday came up, and that's in regards to the Good Friday and the Palm Friday. I think those were 2 weeks back to back, right? Good Friday and Palm Sunday. I think Palm Sunday was first, and then it was Good Friday. And I was just talking about, I don't know, it's like some sort of theme, underlying message or something. But I just know when I seen Good Friday come to the calendar, I was like, oh my God, something good's gonna happen. And honestly, that Friday, it was good, And then Saturday and Sunday came. Mind you, from that Good Friday to the Sunday, those 3 days was where people of the Christian community was celebrating, giving respect, remembrance to the resurrection of Jesus Christ. There's something about the number 3. There's something about communication. That's the planet Mercury. Also, in regards to Gemini, online communication. It's something about a whole bunch. Something, I don't know if it's going to be on the internet. I don't know if it's something not that wild where it's just like something everybody's gonna just view on social media or something. I don't know. It's like something about it's gonna be a lot of talk and chatter about something, or and it could be in regards to a married couple. Something about the view. Something about women or men right now in this generation. They're like there's a change in regards to society norms. If you haven't seen it, you're gonna start seeing it because I know you see with all these celebrities, there's a lot of stuff changing up right now. Like you see, there's couples that've been together for years and they're no longer together, and then there's these new interracial couples that not like that they haven't had them before, but like it's a lot of change coming in. And I think it's for the good, but I don't know. It might just be shocking. Maybe you'll get into a relationship. Maybe I'll get into a relationship. Anybody gonna get into a relationship where it's not going to be the average relationship. It's not going to be something that someone expects. You might have dated a Caucasian last time. Now you're dating an African American. You might have dated Asian Pacific. Now you might be dating I don't know, Alaskan. Who knows? I'm just saying. Like right now, in regards to relationships, it's going to be a change. Something's going to change up. It doesn't have to be for everybody. Take the message how it resonates. But yeah, let me tell y'all about how stuff been going. So like I was saying, that resurrection time. So like I don't know, like if this is in regard, oh my gosh, I'm not saying this for me, but if y'all, the audience, the people in the comment section, hey, hello, if y'all have this going on, I'm gonna just let y'all know from y'all because I refuse to move backwards. So if that's not the case, if you have previously dated somebody or you are dating somebody or even in a relationship, a committed relationship and stuff like that, there's going to be a change. It's going to be a good one though. Like if you're used to your partner acting a ooh. I heard so many things from that is interesting. If you and your partner or somebody you recently been dating, courting, somebody you previously been dating, if y'all had a specific like relationship and it's been a specific way and it's black and white and you know how this person moves things all stuff like that, it's gonna be a change up to all of that. I'm telling you, like you're gonna completely think this is a different person, but not in the bad way. Like you're actually gonna like the improvement and the changes this person gonna make towards their characteristics, their personality. Like they're the same person. Don't get me wrong, but they're changing things up. Every other day, every couple of weeks, every couple of months, every couple of years, people change. So like this change, this metamorphosis that your partner could be going through, or even you, like it's gonna benefit your relationship. It's going to benefit your relationship, and that could have been. It could be something in regards to a Friday. Like somebody might surprise you. You don't know. You never know. Um, but yeah, let me tell y'all. So that was Good Friday, right? So the 2 day period. So there's something about Scorpio, something about secret, something that's hidden, something about a group, something about group activities, something was hidden, something was a secret. I don't know if it's gonna be a secret anymore. It might like I don't know because we mentioned the authorities earlier in this message, but like that was just for like the embodiments of astrological places. But like honestly, something interesting about that happened because I don't know if something was a secret. We was talking about affairs in the beginning of this message, and it's just like, oh my goodness, like I don't know what that shocking. Not I wouldn't say shocking, but I don't know if what that what we was talking about in the beginning of this message. But I was telling y'all it's in regards to some scandal like that. But like yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I got online today. I really don't watch too much stuff online. If something catches my attention, then it's cool. If I'm interested, I'll look more into it. But like I got online to go do something today. I saw something about a particular celebrity And honestly, and it was interesting because I already mentioned this celebrity in the previous SNR message. You can check that out on Patreon, link in the description and bio. My whole thing is, oh, you just remind me. I gotta put the description in the recent one, like the link in the description. I got y'all. I'll do it. I'll get to it. Maybe after this or later. So, come on. Alright, I'm gonna just try to my inch. Somebody gonna be calling your name. Like, what is going on? This energy is interesting. Hey, 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 everybody in the comment section. Like, but honestly, like I was saying, so Good Friday was good. Good messages came from there. I was talking about the something might be uncovered, something might be unhidden, something I don't know if this is in regards to somebody's motives towards you or intentions or what, but it's about to get really interesting. Honestly, Saturday came and it was so interesting because it was like the weather was really good. And I had found some things to do and have fun. I was like, you know what? I didn't exactly make plans, but the plans found me. I ended up having a really good conversation with somebody. And the interesting thing about the conversation I had with this person is like, I think I felt their energy before I even came in contact with them. I don't know, this is significant. So, Good Friday came. It was good. Um, God just kept telling me, like, get dressed, go out, go do stuff. Don't just be in the house all day. The weather was good, but it was like I was already like I already been outside. I was outside. The weather started getting good, so I was outside. I was outside, girl. And I didn't really feel like I wanted to go outside after being outside. I don't know if anybody understands me when I say that because I know some people they like to go turn up each and every day. I am not one of them people. And I'm not embarrassed about that. It's like come on now. It's a lot of stuff you do each and every day, but sometimes you just wanna, you know, read a good book, right? I don't know, watch his favorite shows. It was just one of those days, but like outside, and I had a few drinks and everything like that, but like nothing too crazy. I actually got some stuff done. I got a channel message. I guess the channel message came first, but I have a channel message and other stuff to do. But I couldn't get to the reading and message. And I'm gonna let y'all know why, right? So after I was done with that, I started feeling all this energy, like sad, depression, like not towards me, no, not me feeling that way. Like I feeling it from somewhere else. And I'm just getting like I ain't gonna hold you, I started getting mad. I started getting mad because it's just like who does whomever think they are to be like in my energy on that type of time? Like no, like I denounce you back to the sender. What are you talking about? Back to the sender. No negativity. So basically, so I'm just like processing, channeling through it, and this person I mentioned all right, regardless. I was talking about this in another video, but this person that I used to date had reached out to me like days, maybe weeks, like a week, 2 weeks ago. So I was just like I was hesitant to talk to this person because I already knew what came with their energy and it's no disrespect to them. I wasn't feeling like entertaining that person for real. So in that moment I'm like, all right, it's nice out. I'm not thinking about seeing this person, but I was just like, let me just I ain't really doing nothing. Let me conversate with this person. So I decided to conversate with this person. When I tell you we were on the phone for so long, just talking about a whole bunch of different stuff, and it was so oh my gosh, I can't even get to it on this. I can't even like because the conversation that was had was like it was like yo, just some people like you haven't talked to them in such a long time, but it's like y'all never stop talking type. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, yeah, it was good. So it was a good conversation, but what I realized about the conversation is that while we were conversating, a lot of other topics were being discussed and, other people. So I'm just like, dang. Whole time I was feeling that negative, depressed energy and stuff like that. I was thinking it was because of him. I was thinking it was because of my ex lover just was getting in contact with me, or like his energy was lingering. That's why I didn't originally want to talk to him. But once I talked to him and we had certain discussions and other people's names was brought up, I said, oh, that's what it was. If you ever just randomly doing something else, living your life, then you just start feeling these random waves of sadness that got nothing to do with you, your life, your characteristics, nothing. I'm telling you, them folks that swore that they was doing good without you, that swore like they weren't affected by your absence, your presence, that swore that like they could do all bad by themselves without you, no pun intended. Them people is them people is going through it. Them people's going through. We was talking about all types of stuff, and certain people that I haven't came in contact with, or I haven't cared to come in contact with. Thank you, God. All glory be to God, because some people they leave our life for a good reason. So when I realized all the people names that was mentioned, I'm just like, dang. That those wasn't my ex-lovers film. That was the films, the people we were no longer in contact with and talking to. So I'm just like, dang. My ops going through it, huh? I said, hey, yeah, thank you, God. All glory be to God. And it's not me being bitter, not me being like mean, because like them folks know what they were doing, whether I knew it or not. So it's like somebody probably just, and if it's not that deep, somebody just probably feel like they missed out on you. But they did it to themselves, probably. That's why they probably beating themselves up about it. So I don't know what they could have been doing to feel so sad and depressed and down in the dumps that they don't even feel like they can come towards you. That's crazy. So it's really like a blessing in disguise. All right. So like I said, so the conversation was good, whatever. So the next day, I realized, all right, so this on the resurrection day, right? Ironically, I had something planned. It was a plan involving other people. So I'm just like, all right, so go according to plan. The same day, like mind you, the whole weekend was planned for these activities, even though I wasn't really doing it. After that conversation, everything seemed like it was going according to plan. The next day, they like, the people I was talking to, they were like, something that happened the day before, the same day I was having this good conversation with somebody. And the plans had to get delayed into the next day, so we had to wait an extra day. And I was telling them, I ain't really sure, because I'm like, first of all, Easter Sunday, Resurrection Day, it's a lot going on. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even. I wasn't. Usually, I'd be type upset about those kind of things, but I was like, on some real. I'm like, I ain't been tripping. I know everybody like Easter, 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 but that's really Jesus rose up day. I'm like, I ain't going to push it. Like, I ain't even going to push it. Like it probably was a lot going on that day too, whether that was the actual day or not. But we ain't going to discuss all that. Because the fact that I don't know, did they call Easter? Like what is how you say Easter in the original language they were speaking back in the day? Because I don't know. Part of me feel like all right, let me stop playing with y'all for y'all start getting theological. No, you can actually do that. I might learn something. Now, what was I about to say? So So like I was feeling some type of way, but I was just like God just told me don't be upset about it. And I listened to God and I was like, all right, I ain't gonna be upset about it because, the, what was happening, and I just knew it was gonna work out for the better. So that that day, the day where I found out about a delay, right? Or something that seemed like a delay. You can look at that channel message, delays are an illusion because like for real, like the enemy will try to attack you in a way that makes it seem like you're being delayed and you're actually not. I'm telling you. So that same day I was delayed, the weirdest thing happened. Like that random wave of sadness that happened the day before that was not my energy, and I rebuked it. It came up back, but it was intensified. And I was just like, oh, heck no. I said, who energy is this? We going super saiyan it back. Oh my gosh, I was like, whoever was sending me that, I don't even know for at first if they were sending me that negative energy like that because I was like, yo, I don't know if somebody's sending this energy, somebody needs somebody to talk to for real. And the other part with me, like, yo, somebody's sending me some sort of negative energy, or I'm just feeling it. I'm saying, oh nah, I'm about to sumo wrestle. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Just kidding. But I'm like, nah. Somebody need to use same boat in their direction and beat they behind because it was so uncalled for. And but I learned something with God was like when those type of things happen, you need to really just let God use you to start channeling to receive your own messages. Like everybody talks to God in a different way. So like I'm like, all right, God. What like while I was going, I'm like, all right, God, just tell me pinpoint. I heard from somebody, right? Growing up Christian. See, I'm going for to a lecture. Growing up Christian, I learned from somebody. Somebody told me. Somebody tried to teach me. I don't really think it was a lesson though, because when I was younger, I was kind of raised up in the church differently than most Christians. So like when it comes to like when people say spiritual attacks and stuff like that, I don't know, like I've just see people get like prophesied over, they be like, oh my gosh, this person is spiritually attacking you, and they be like, oh my gosh, oh my god, pray for me, like, and it's be like, and that's cool, like it's good, that's good, you got the right person to pray for you, that's good. I'm telling you, I knew my destiny in regards to being a part of the spiritual community as some sort of spiritual guru at a young age. Because when it comes to people talking about spiritual attack, I smooth asked them folks. I said, how do I pinpoint who exactly? And it probably sounded crazy to other people, but I was not playing because it's like y'all talking about spiritual attacks and all these spiritual things coming and attacking people. I've seen people catch the Holy Spirit and the light of God, and then I've seen people look like they damn near possessed, getting prayed for. No shade. So I want to know, if you go to church and you come together in a group and community to, make sure everybody good, including yourself, how can I do that when I don't have to fully walk into a church each and every day? So I calmly would ask, um, any spiritual guru, pastor, priest, whatever, how do you pinpoint who is trying to attack you? I didn't ask that question very often. I definitely did not. I can't recall. I honestly cannot tell you who it was that I asked that specific question to. Because I think I ain't going, I know I always thought the question, but I only asked that question once. I honestly, I probably lost respect for the person after I asked them this question because they told me, oh, it's impossible for you to be able to find who was spiritually attacking you. I said, with a God great as mine, what are you talking about? All things is possible. What are you saying? Just say you don't got the gift to do that. And that's not like to be funny, to brag, nothing like that. That's like awesome. Just say you don't got the gift to do that instead of just don't be lying. Don't be lying like that. Like it's not possible. You could say you never heard that somebody can do that, but I'm just saying like that's like if somebody attacking you or doing something illegal to you or something like that, and then you go to the authorities and be like, how do I find out who was doing this negative activity to me, this nefarious activity, and the authorities tell you, well, we don't know how to, we don't know how to get them. What are you talking about? Like, no. Ooh, ooh, love, love, fennel, love fennel. What's it called? But yeah, so like I remember asking somebody, some sort of spiritual guru or some sort that question, and they told me it was damn near impossible. I said, nah, lost the spectrum the same day. Went to God, figured it out. Cause I'm not playing. So all I'm saying is, so we're all going back, cause that just got me so hyped. So yeah, like I was talking about, so that Sunday, I was feeling all that like somebody energy, and I was just like, I'm not liking it. Like, who's this person? Or, like, do they wish like negativity on me? Because like I gotta, I'm good for it back to sender. So like in the moment where it was like I was feeling so overwhelmed, and I'm like, this is not my energy, God. Like, of course I'm gonna pray the energy away, but I learned like to ask God in that moment, like, God, please show me, tell me in some sort of way that I understand who it is that's sending this negativity towards me, so I know how to handle the situation the best way I possibly can. As soon as I said that, John, God just started. God just started showing me. God just started showing me, and I'm just like, ain't no way. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell ya. Let me tell ya. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like what? Like yo, yo. Like because like it was so funny because like God, the way God communicates to people was so different. The way He was so basically, God was starting to tell me, give me hints, starting the day before. You see, like if your intuition as a person, anybody intuition as a person, everybody has intuition, everybody has discernment, everybody has spiritual discernment at a basic level. Now the more you train your discernment, the more you have a strong connection to God, you're able to hear and see what He's actually trying to show you, sometimes even without words. God has an interesting way of showing people what they need to know. It's only if you have the eye of discernment, the ear to listen, you know, and I guess a calm mind to rationalize. The day before I had that conversation, right, with that ex-lover of mine, we was talking about people previously from our past, and then I started getting that sad energy. So I'm just like, all right, like it's a couple people from the past. They was acting like oppies. They were acting like, do you want to act like oppies? You don't know what an op is. An op is an enemy, and they missing out on this good energy. They can't no longer be in my energy. All glory be to God. No shade, but a whole bunch of it. So I don't got my shade blockers on right now, but it, anywho's, anywho's. What was I about to say? So, hold on. So yeah, like I was saying, so that was God showing me to use my discernment about certain people from my past, and it was ironic because I was talking to a previous ex lover of mine, and I didn't understand what the overall. It's always a bigger picture to a general message. So I'm just like, all right, I'm talking to this ex lover. First, I felt the sad energy. Then I started talking about ex lover. Then we talking about people from the past. So I was like, all right, it has something to do with people from my past. But then the next day, when that energy came back, and I was praying to God, and God was showing and telling me certain things. He told me who the person was, one of the people, whatever, for the moment. What his overwhelming energy was. When I tell you this was wild. I've had experiences where, God will just give me a name and I'll be like, all right, bet. Yo. So I'm praying, I'm like, God, tell me who the person is so I can use my discernment in the best way. This man started I started to hear a message that a spiritual guru previously had gave me, and the person was like, I was this yeah. So the person told me like if anything I can come to whatever. So I'm like, all right, like not to be funny or nothing like that. I was just all right. I wrote a bunch of people names down on a piece of paper. I'm like, yo, pinpointing who, what, where. Let's get it. She told me the people names. I said, I bet. This is like I ain't even gonna hold you. So like, all right, hop out. What's it called? Eminem, hop out, ride, turn up, naughty. Shout out, Shaw. Can't say your name on here, but she know why. Anywho, yeah, the person gave me a prophecy like maybe 4 years ago with this person name, and she said a few people. She no, I wrote people's name down on a piece of paper, and she told me who to leave in the past, and I'm like, I bet. But I came to her at a different time, not like it was just like by coincidence, and she was like telling me a person's name by like the word of God, like God was speaking to her like this person's name. She was saying this person's name. It sounded like it was like the person name sounded like a first name and a last name. I was thinking it was a different other person or whatever, but I wasn't sure altogether because I'm just like I don't talk to that person. Why are you telling me about this person? This and third. This was before I started, Multimedia 7, American Heritage Society, all that. So when I got the message, I didn't fully understand. And especially because I couldn't put a face to the name, I'm just like, what the heck? So this is a message from 4 years ago, y'all, from a spiritual guru. Are you kidding me? Like, what? She said this person name. I didn't know who that person was. I'm thinking it's a different other person. The person didn't have the exact name, but was close to it. So I'm just like, what the heck? Gon' gonna look at me and say Frank don't like you. Who Frank? I haven't ate a glizzy in so long. Whoa, do you hear me? Like, yo, I was not taking that message lightly. I was just like, who is Frank? Who is Frank? Like, no funny. I'm like, who is Frank? I was not eating glizzies for so long. You know what glizzies mean? That mean hot dogs. It means something else, but I'm talking about hot dogs. Did not eat glizzies for so long after that message. Then, while all that was going on yesterday, I'm praying. God said that person's name, and I'm just like, who is this person? Then God was like, go to this person page on everything. God was like, go to this person page on social media. I'm on this person page on social media. I'm seeing this person playing like my favorite song. This person was talking about like stuff that's supposed to make you happy, I can't explain. Like this person was talking about stuff that would regularly make like the average person happy, but was saying it in a point of view of like it made them feel sad. They were talking about like how much time they had lost, chasing after the wrong people. I'm just like, nah. Hold up. lover wants to change for the better. So that's it. Because like I was saying, I seen my ex love like so the person page. All right, so the person page that guy told me to go look on social media. I ain't gonna hold. Back in the day, like maybe if I miss somebody or I want to see what's going on with somebody, I'll go check up on their social media, see how they doing and stuff like that. I don't do that no more. Once I'm done, I'm done with a op. When I'm done, I'm done with a op. I don't like if like things didn't work out, like and it was like a mutual understanding. That's different. But like, let's say in regards to love, like previous lovers stuff like that, if they mess up to the point where like reconnect and get back together, it's just not happening. If I really care about somebody, what we gonna be friends for? It ain't happening. It's like unless I know for sure we can be platonic friends, ain't no rekindling because it's just like what? I'm gonna take all that love back. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So I see the ex lover like I I didn't get to know that ex lover very very well, but as a intuitive, ooh, somebody doing something behind your back, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So like I didn't know this previous ex lover that good to be dating them like long term. So it didn't work out. Felt like that man wanted me to chase him or something like that, and it's just like for the situation, the circumstance, it was very uncalled for. So that's probably why somebody beating himself up now or whatever. And then there's some other stuff, but like you could have dodged a bullet because like oh gosh, I don't want to say that, but like no, honestly, like you could have dated somebody that could have been physically abusive, and all glory be God, I'm gonna continue not to be in no DV relationship, but like you might not have known, or I don't know if this person hit it very good, but like you got have a situation, you stop dating somebody before you could find out any of that nonsense. God, all glory be to God. Thank you, God, the one and only, gonna get you out of a really bad situation every time. Because I found out that that was what was going on with him, and then like seeing what was going on with him afterwards, like in regards to how this guy, um, I don't want to say handles females, interacts with females, basically, and then obviously dating him and it didn't work out. It was just like, And it was so interesting because I used to like really, really be infatuated with this person without knowing them. I used to be like, oh my gosh, that's my crush. I knew this guy for like, I knew of this guy for a while. When I seen him for the first time, I was just like, oh my gosh, like that's my crush, like yes. And then when I finally got the chance to date him, it was so disappointing. It was so disappointing because I'm just like, you're not the person I thought you were. It's all right though, and I got over it. Now this person, it's 4 years later, after some sort of some spiritual guru and told me a name. I'm getting to why it's so important, this person. So like, yo, first of all, this person messaged me. See, I ain't this person, this ex lover, been trying to get in contact with me kind of, but like on some sly stuff. Like he messaged me on a dating app. He want to be friends. And then like I've realized he was doing a somewhat of a come to me spell that went completely wrong for him because I have not been thinking about this person at all. Once they showed me their true colors, once I like without any violent harassment, I'm like, yes, like get out of there. But like because it was like I'm like, oh my gosh, like I want to share love with you, and he was just like, oh, macho man, what is love? Acting like that. Then come to find out he the biggest softy, and it's just like it's look at that, look at that. No shade. And then possibly a little crazy, but not the good crazy, like the get away from me crazy, like I don't need no negativity in my life, like for real. Like I feel like there's good crazy, and then there's like uncalled for crazy. I feel like I think that's what he was hiding. He was that uncalled for crazy, and I'm just all glory be to God that he stayed the fuck away from me with that type of nonsense. So, like I was saying, I went on his page. Like this man had a picture he kept uploading. Like I noticed that was the weirdest thing. He kept uploading this picture with him next to a body of water, and I was just like, and mind you, with that previous reading I just did, I'm just like, I'm not playing with it. So, um, what's it called? It, I love me some like in regards to artistry, in regards to like the sound, I really like that Mariah the Scientist lady. Like, I is her song spread thin. Like it was like I was just doing it, but like I'm like, this is a grown ass man playing some Mariah the Scientist. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm just like, what is you going through? Like, but I really didn't care. So what's it called? It. So I'm just like, all right, guy, you show me the guy page. Um, I make sure I block communication with him, and he, like it's not too crazy, but I block communication with him because I didn't understand the energy. So like a part of me, like the nice part of me, was like, oh my god, I feel so bad. I don't want to just block this person out of my life all the way, even though I'm not talking to them, I'm not around them. But like the bigger picture of the situation was like, do not feel bad. You good. Keep doing what you're doing. Like it's like God was just telling me like, girl, keep doing what you're doing. You on the right. You doing the right thing. You're on the right path. So I'm like, yeah, I noticed on his social media that he changed his actual name, like his government name, to like, like a social media name. I'll just say that. So I'm just like, dang, like, I'm like, I know his real name. Like, I was thinking, not for that long, but I was thinking, I'm like, what's his real name? What's his real name? Did I see the name? I'm like, nah, because I teach you guys in American Heritage Society that if you every name has a meaning. Words hold power. Like if you don't know the meaning of your name, you need to go look it up because it's a lot of context there. Like if your parents just randomly named you, just please hope and pray that they named you right because there's some people out here with some trash names. No shade, no shade. So like, I went to go look his name up because the name. Part of his government name was close to the name that of Frank, so I'm just like, I don't know, something about Anne Frank. Something about the name Anne, something about the name Anne Frank, whatever. But that had to do with Jewish people and the Holocaust, right? Like, oh my gosh, like God forbid. Somebody might have a Jewish nose, I don't know. But like somebody and they were using I'm hearing gas chambers. Like I don't know this is somebody who because remind you, this happened on Sunday. Sunday not only was Easter, the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Sunday was also 420. I don't know. Somebody, you might remember in the beginning message I was talking about. You might hear something from the grapevine. You might hear something like, "Oh my gosh, this happened to your enemy. You're up." You might hear somebody got laced on 420. You might hear somebody got intoxicated or laced. It could have been possibly to the extent of them being hospitalized. Like this is you gonna hear something crazy about what happened on 420. I'm telling you. So, anywho's, I don't know, food, alcohol poisoning. I'm hearing something. Somebody is crying. It might be a Scorpio. I don't know what the heck is going on with that, but that's none of my business. Like, because something just told me do not go outside. Not just because it was 420. I just felt like the vibe. It was nice, but it wasn't. It was yo. It was yo. It's interesting because the weather was like ain't gonna be that nice. You feel me? Outside. But then outside wasn't too bad. It wasn't too shabby. So I was just like, but I still took use my intuition. Like, don't go outside today. I wanted to, but I'm like, nah. Like the day before, I went outside and I had a good time. But like the day afterwards, I was like, nah. And then like there was someone who was being weird. All right, so boom. So I went to go. Let's say I went to go get a service done. Another story. I went to go get a service done, and one of my peoples told me they was gonna do the service for me. But they was like, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I'm gonna get back to you this day. I'm like, alright, so I came back the other day, they told me to come to get the service done. But I get there, it was so interesting. Then it was a different ethnicity of people there. And that that had nothing to do with me. I'm just out here, I came in for a service. This guy told me I can come here, this and that. I'm trying to explain I had to come there for a service. This is a place of business, y'all. I couldn't even explain what I was there for, what the service I needed done was. Like they were just like, oh, they heard that I came for one person to do the service for me, and they just started getting belligerent. I came in, everybody was all happy, smile. I'm like, yeah, I'm here for this person. They're gonna help me do the sanitary. Huh? What? We can't service you. Come back to that day. I'm trying to tell them like I came here yesterday to speak about this, and I would have even accepted that help from them, but they were being so hateful, and it wasn't because of me, it was because of the other person. Like I ain't never in a place of business, I've seen a lot of unprofessionalism, but that was so unprofessional. I almost couldn't believe it. Then they started giving me the runaround because I guess they had some issue with this guy. I don't know, because like he's popular or something like that, or like people had to be serviced by him. Obviously, because they professionalism, customer service was like terrible. They wanted to give me the runaround, so they kept telling me, "Yeah, come back this day, come back this day. He gonna be here this time, this and third." I'll get there before the time and wait out. The guy wouldn't be there. I would come there afterwards, or like I would try to like be like slick with it and come like where I thought he was gonna be there was not there, and they kept like. And I realized, at the second time, I'm just like, yo, you might hear somebody got fired. No funny shit. So but it was working a long time. But yeah, God forbid. So like, God forbid for me and mine. But like, I'm just saying, like, the second day I went there, I'm like, yeah, I came to see. They already knew my face center. They want to ask what they know what was. Yo, I got in there. I'm like, I came in there. The same guy who was one of the guys that was being rude, because there's more than one guy that was being rude. So I came in there the second day, and I'm just like, still in a good professional. I don't have to be professional. I'm coming for a service. So I'm just like, hey, I'm here. I came here the other day. I would like, assistance. I was told I can come this day, this and third for da da da. This start getting quick at the mouth, like real slick with it. Like you would think these men was sassy. Real men not sassy like that. What? Real men not sassy like that. I'm just like, ain't no way. Like he snapped. He was like, oh, we can't serve you. That guy not here. Try again today. Like I'm just like, if you mad at him, just say that. Like y'all act like y'all done pulled y'all winners out of y'all pants and was having a competition and while he wasn't there. Like I'm not understanding. Like why are you upset at me and I ain't do nothing to you? But I talked to God about it, and I said, God, I really want to like go off on people, because I don't know why they were just so mad at that. They have a place of business. I was going there for a service. I wouldn't even have minded if one of them would have helped service me instead of the other person. I didn't have like a favorite or nothing like that. I was just the person that was there the day I had came there. Nobody else was there. That's so interesting. it was like, and even on the second day, there was a new person I ain't never see working in there before, like ever. From like, and I was just like, ain't no way. Like they were like, I'm like, I felt like they had told that man like he couldn't come in for a few days, thinking I was just like not gonna come back, and it was just like, why? Like, first of all, like there's people that want to help, right? There's people that want to help you. There's people that want to put you in a certain position. There's people that want to service you, no problem. But there's somebody in the mix somewhere that is trying to orchestrate a group of people to go against you, or that they feel like it's going to delay you from a certain situation or service being done or you getting what you want. And it's not happening. Like they like, and it's like, and the thing is, the person, it's interesting because like the person who's going to help service me, when I came to that place of business, that was the only person in the vicinity. There was nobody else. When I came back and that man wasn't there, there was there was like, let me see, one, two, three, there was four people there, including a new person I ain't never seen in my life in that establishment ever. And I'm just like, so so like, I don't know. You try to bring it back and the crazy thing is, the person who was in the establishment that I never seen there ever in my life, literally doing nothing, was sitting up, feet kicked up, on their phone, not doing nothing. So like, you got somebody somebody who's going to help fundraise, make money, get to it for somebody's business, right? They didn't want you to be a part of it. And this don't have to literally be like in regards to business, but it can be in regards to like in your business and somebody else's business. You are a good addition. You know, when I talk about these messages, I'm talking about myself too. But like, you are a good addition to whatever situation outside yourself. It's like you have something and somebody else has something. When you come together, you both, you know, gain from it. But there's an outside source of people that just don't want it to go down. Like, they don't want it to happen. They don't mind even losing out on money, losing out on resources, losing out. I don't think they might losing out on their life. Like, I don't know. Like, something like that's how deep it is. It's crazy. Like, somebody just don't want you to happen. Somebody just don't want you to receive the blessings. But it's going to get handled. You're still going to get what you need and want. Because I know I am. If you're my supporter, you definitely are. But I'm just like, ain't no way. Like, it was so uncalled for. I'm like, they just literally hired somebody new to not do nothing, just sit there instead of being able to even help out. I was just like, is that serious? How you somebody mad at somebody else that wants to help you, so they want to be mad at you too, huh? Hater, hater, hater. I'm just saying. All right. I'll talk to y'all. See ya.